I'm not going to play the music. I'm just going to get started. So here we go. Hello and welcome to the broadcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is season 5, episode 3, episode number 183. We are live on Zoom tonight for our, as promised, our Toga party. I have to say, looking at everybody's toga is amazing.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Joining us right now, we have, in order on my screen, Judy, JP, Kayla, Ro, Dennis, Randy, Got, Tasia, Matt, Daniel, and Kuma Chan, who, do we know you? Reveal yourself. You don't have to, though. There's no pressure. We're also streaming this on YouTube for anybody that did not want to join us via Zoom. But yeah, here we are, ready for more fun. Did everybody have a good week off last week?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, some of us had a better week than others.
Awesome.
It was pretty great.
Okay, well, why don't you tell us about it?
So we went to Lassen National Park, which is just north of here, a few hours, but we had never been there before, and it was just so beautiful. We didn't have any like reservations or anything, but we just like went up, found a campground, and then like we would just hop onto the first come first serves, and just found a way to make it work for the whole trip. And we ended up staying like right in the park, right on Summit Lake. So that was our shower for most of the past week. Just beautiful mountain lakes. It was just so gorgeous. We did a lot of hiking. It's the Lassen Volcanic National Park. So there are like multiple volcanoes. It was kind of wild because there's like a little bit of the activity that you see like in Yellowstone, but at a much smaller scale. But it was cool to see because I didn't realize that existed in Northern California. So that was fun. We saw like the mini Yellowstone. But what was really cool was we hiked a couple of volcanoes and got to like go inside this cinder cone one, and which is a type, apparently. I learned a thing or two about volcanoes on this trip. There are 4 different types of volcanoes in Lassen, and one is a cinder cone. And so the cinder cone called cinder cone, you can go up to the top of it and then walk around and then actually go down inside. It's super wild.
Cool.
But like the last part to like actually go up, I think that's the steepest hike I've ever, like the steepest incline I've ever done on a hike. And you're walking in this like gravelly rock that's like this volcanic rock. So you're kind of like, not only is it super steep, like this is not an exaggeration, it's like this steep, and then you're also kind of like falling back a little bit because of the gravel that you're walking through, but super worth it. Then you get to the top and get to like look around, and then when you go down, you can basically like run, like you don't fall because it's not like sand, it's like big enough that it like holds you, but you can just go flying down. Anyway, it was super fun. We did some amazing hikes, saw a bunch of lakes, just got out of town for a while, which was so nice. A little change of scenery. It was so warm, but we were like, our campground was at 7,000 feet, so we were like, you know, in a very different environment.
Yeah,
it was just it was so beautiful. And it's, you know, anytime I do something like that, it's like, you know, I don't want to complain because I live right next to the ocean, and it is beautiful, and I've really come to appreciate it, and it will always be beautiful. But like what speaks to my heart is like the mountains and pine forests, and it was great. So that was really nice. And then we got back a couple of days ago, and now I'm back to work. So yeah, but it was really like rejuvenating. Like I needed that. And it was one of those vacations, like all things said and done, we didn't leave until Tuesday. So I think we were gone for like 5 nights maybe. But it like felt like much longer in like a good way. So it was good.
Nice. That
Awesome.
sounds awesome.
That sounds great.
Yeah. It was really
Amanda, how was your birthday?
It was good. It was really good. We did not leave town. There were not a ton of trees. But a lot of fun nonetheless. Daniel and I, who we share the same birthday, yet it's a thing. We were gonna have a little get together on Saturday in Prospect Park because we had a couple of friends coming from Manhattan, and the way sort of public transit is right now, we figured a Saturday would be easier for people to get to Brooklyn than a Sunday. So that was our original plan. But the weather here in New York has been just pretty all over the place the past week. There's been lots of like pop-up thunderstorms, and there was a tropical storm. There's just been all sorts of crazy stuff. And the weather was looking really bad for Saturday. So we decided to cancel because we don't want people to come all the way out to have it like suddenly rain and it looked like it was really gonna rain. Right. Cut to, it was gorgeous all day on Saturday. And I think we got a little rain at like 7:00 at night. And it was like, well, that could have been, we could have done that a little different. But it ended up working out because then our plan was to just like go to the beach, just the two of us on Sunday. And it worked out that a couple of people were able to join us, and they had cars. And so we were like, great. So the plan was to go to the Rockaways because, to
the beach there?
To the beach there, yeah. And we figured, we're driving. There's a national park out there that's got like a big, huge parking lot. And we figured that should be a good idea. But we essentially just did the whole thing wrong. We left too late. There was too much traffic. We kind of forgot that the beaches like just opened up on the 1st. So it was chaos. We couldn't find a parking spot. Long story short, we decided that like this is just not going to happen and we should bail. So instead we ended up at Floyd Bennett Field, which is also a national park. Interesting fact. It used to be an old like air hangar that they've now kind of made into a bunch of different things, but they do have a little bit of a tiny beach where people kind of fish. So we ended up kind of going there, and if you walked down to the end of it at low tide, there was like kind of this little secluded corner of beach that we could like be at kind of by ourselves. So it's like all's well and ends well, and just like a good birthday reminder to be okay when the plan changes, and to just kind of trust that things will work out the way they're supposed to work out. And it's like not the journey you thought you were going on, but a lot of times the little detour can be a lot of fun. So it ended up being a great day. And
yeah. if I can butt in, yeah.
Oh, please butt in.
It was kind of one of those things.
Who unmuted this guy?
I'm like, yeah. Oh, that's right. He's here too.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, it ended up probably working out for the best because, if we had found a parking space and gone to that really crowded beach, we would have been surrounded by people. It would not have been super safe, really, probably. And we ended up like at this very secluded area. It was a really popular beach day, but we found this really secluded. Like Amanda, have you ever been so secluded on a beach in New York before? Like, there's no way. Like,
no.
Yeah, so it worked out. It was good.
Nice.
It did. Yeah. And then we took yesterday off to do chores and stuff, but we took a bike ride down to Brighton Beach, and I almost crashed my bike. So that was great.
But you didn't.
I didn't. I kind of tore up the back of my leg a little bit, but I feel like now I'm a real New York City biker because I almost crashed and didn't.
Battle wounds. We all have battle wounds. I got scars from my elbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was an eventful couple of days, and I got these really gorgeous earrings.
They look so good on you.
Yes,
like I knew they would.
Yes, one Shandy Pants sent me this wonderful birthday surprise in the mail earlier this week, and I love them to bits. And it was such a pleasant surprise.
I'm so glad you like them.
Yeah, I do. I love them. Yay. Thank you.
Yay. Hashtag wearing Carrie. Shout out.
Yes.
if anyone goes to wearingcarry.com, it will redirect to her website. I think that's the most brilliant thing ever.
That is really smart.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a chance to check out her website yet, just more out of fear that I will buy everything and
she has really beautiful pieces, and you can also follow her on Instagram. Sometimes she has really good like grab bag deals. But, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you want, I can put the website in the Twitter feed.
Yes.
And not in the Twitter feed, I'm sorry. In the show notes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. What is it again? Or you can text it to me.
Wearing Carrie. Carrie.
Okay. Wearing Carrie. Very good. Yeah, they're awesome. And I had originally put the link to this on Twitter, but I have since deleted it. So don't worry about it. Because there are a lot of people in the waiting room.
Wow.
So, yeah. And none of them are real people. But I kind of like did the admit all because there were so many of you before that I didn't quite catch the one. And since we started, Scott Eric has joined us, also with a toga.
Nice.
Phenomenal. So
yeah.
Before we go, we need to get one more group toga picture. But anyway, I'm glad that you guys had good weeks. I don't know. My week was it was not as interesting. I watched Hamilton like 400 times.
Dude, that's pretty great.
I seriously did. Also, I'm trying to think what else. I watched Unsolved Mysteries and The Babysitters Club. And both were awesome.
Nice.
Nice.
Both were awesome. I totally recommend it. I think we should talk about The Babysitters Club, but I don't know. Like, as a book reader, you guys have all been to my house and all seen the pictures all seen my books. And I was looking through some boxes last night because I actually did a babysitter's like arts and craft kind of thing when I was a kid. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, anybody out there listening. They did the like sleepaway camp chain letter thing. And there was like this book of the chain letters they gave to each other. Well, I recreated my own chain letter that I made out of construction paper and like painstakingly tried to like imitate their handwritings and everything. And my mom said she gave it to me. So I was looking everywhere last night and I didn't find it, but I did find a whole bunch of the babysitter's little sister books that were my sister Caitlin's that I'm pretty sure she wanted hers. So I'm pretty sure that maybe they weren't supposed to end up with me, but whatever, I'm not giving them back. And anyway, so that was the highlight of my week was Babysitter's Club. Also, I did my first tunnel cache, which means like I went in the sewer underground, like, you know, where like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live kind of sewers. So that was exciting. There was an elevation change at one point and you had to like swing from a rope to get from like to the ladder to get to like the thing higher up. And I like freaked out. I was like literally like trembling. I couldn't do it. So this woman Katie had invited me to go, and her husband and this other dude were both in the military, so they built a harness that I could sit in and then like heave-toed and lifted me up. And then after I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so embarrassed, but like I really couldn't have done that, but it was really cool. So
that's awesome.
It was really awesome. It was so gross and dirty and disgusting, but it was really cool at the same time.
Nice.
Nice. I actually froze. So last I heard, we were talking about Babysitters Club.
I wondered why you moved spots.
And then I came back and Colleen's talking about being dragged in a makeshift seat by like ex-Marines. And I'm like, I wonder how we got from A to B. This could be a fun game.
Yeah, it was super fun. And then I also have a So remember, like, because you guys were talking about the earrings, and this reminded me. Remember, I was gonna get the bookshelf a while ago, and
Yes.
the guy never like got back. Like, he said, don't worry about like the deposit or whatever, because like I know you're good for it. And then like a month went by and nothing happened. And I messaged him several times, and finally I was like, I don't care if you're not gonna do it, but like, I want to find somebody else to make it or get it someplace else. And he finally answered me and said that he had been in Florida because his mom died in a car accident. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, get back to me whenever you're ready, whatever. I'll look around. So I had been looking around for a while and I still couldn't find anybody local to do it. And I couldn't find it on like Wayfair. So I went to his page yesterday yesterday morning, I went to his page and I was like, I wonder if he's back and like making things again. And I saw that he had made something and he had posted it like over the weekend. I was like, oh, maybe he's taking orders again. And then I was looking at the picture of what he made and I saw that his mother was alive and commenting on it. And I know this because it was a woman with his last name. And I like hovered over
It was
the
like,
picture.
Mommy loves you and thinks you're so good at making furniture.
I went down the rabbit hole and like anything on social media, everything is verifiable. My coworkers were like, well, maybe it was his stepmother or something. And I was like, his wedding picture was her profile picture. That's not like a stepmother. I mean, maybe it is, but I didn't get the impression because then I went to his personal profile page, not his business one. And he had listed her as his mother in it. So I was like, well, fuck this dude. I'm not going to go beg.
He called a dead grandma on
I
a
know.
client? Like,
Yeah, that's
I know. So anyway,
forget bad business. That's just like being bad at being a human.
I know. Just say I'm overwhelmed and I can't do it. So
totally.
Yeah.
I have a happy outcome of this story. I looked around and I found a shop that's an hour and a half away from here, but it's a woman that owns it and she does all the carpentry and she's gonna make a bookshelf.
Nice, even better.
Oh my God.
Sometimes it's just like you were saying, Amanda.
Yeah. Sometimes the detour is more fun.
And you end up with a woman-owned business. Yeah. So there you go.
A lady-made bookshelf.
Nice.
A lady-made bookshelf. Oh, well, I'm excited because and even when I was like describing it to her, she just kind of knew what I was talking about. So I was like, yay, please don't suck.
Please don't lie about people in your family dying so that to cover for the fact that you were too busy. Yeah. Nice.
So anyway, yeah, good times. So I'm excited about that. And hopefully by next week I will. And she worked with me to the dimensions because I showed her because I have these in the desk and I was like, I want to get the bigger versions and put them in. And so she worked with me on it too. So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Before we move on, we have one, I guess, quick announcement. The broad topics thing. We're going to start that next Monday night at 9:15 over Zoom. And that will be July 20th. And we're going to do it I think we decided the third Monday of every month up until October. And then we'll do them as needed. Like if we want to do more of them, we can do that too, or whatever. But so we hope that you guys will join us. We're going to set a timer and keep that at a pretty strict hour. Just because we don't need to have 7 gazillion hours of content every week. I would literally cry having to edit all that. We're also not going to do much editing. So, yeah, I hope everybody will join us from, what did we decide, 9:15 or 9:30? Whatever.
I don't know.
We're about this
I don't think
time.
we did
We'll
decide.
set the timer for an hour and we'll be all set. So, we don't have any topics yet, but literally.
Oh. Hey, the week is still young.
Everything could change between now and Sunday or Monday at 8:59. So really, things are in motion all the time.
It's the exciting part of living in 2020.
Mm-hmm. As like a little trial run, does anybody have anything that they want to talk about right now? Anybody want to unmute themselves and chit chat? Ro, your birthday is on Sunday, right? Do you have any plans?
Hopefully beach.
Did you quarantine for the ex?
Oh.
Quarantine for the X?
Oh, did I quarantine for the X? No, I did not. No, I did not. Maybe someday.
Okay. And Elena's not here, but Elena's birthday is actually on Thursday, the 16th. So happy birthday,
Wow.
Elena.
So many fellow crabs,
Yes.
fellow cancers. I love it.
So
I got it. It took me a second, but I got there.
Yeah, I figured by the silence. I was like,
I was
let me clarify this.
a little funny story about Cancer the crab. My first day on the beach this year, I was sitting there and I turned to the left and there was this little tiny crab crawling in and out of the sand, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we Googled what type of a crab it was, and it was called an American ghost crab, and they're very rare, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Are those the ones with the eyeballs?
The eyeballs on top,
Yes.
and they're almost clear, and
they're cartoon characters.
They're not usually seen on the Jersey Shore, and it was really far back in the sand, like it wasn't even near the shoreline, near the water, and it just kept coming in and going out of the little hole that it was making. And then every time I tried to get a picture, it would cover the sand over the hole. So I said, all right, well, it is time for the crab.
I love that.
Not crabs.
Nice.
No, singular.
Not time for the crabs.
Yep.
No. Well, since I'm quarantining.
Since, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Your crabs are quarantining too.
Yeah, keeping everybody.
Nice.
Not on the topic of crabs and also not really political, but I did want to say I finished watching Little Fires Everywhere.
Mm.
And I know we're not talking about it tonight, but my opinion.
Half of it.
Nice.
Yes.
You'll get to a point where you can't stop. Yeah. No, you'll get to a point where you can't stop. I will say for the TV show, my opinion kind of changed after watching the whole thing, but I'm really excited to talk about it. And I'm almost finished reading The Power, which Tasia sent me. And I think I read like a good 100 pages on vacation, which is impressive considering that we were just like mostly hiking and in a tent.
Nice. Scott, as one of our resident TV experts, have you watched Little Fires Everywhere? No,
No.
And he's laughing. He's like, I don't watch your chick shows.
Have you seen the blackout shades?
Matt, as our other resident TV expert, thoughts?
I've seen I think 6 of them. I haven't gotten around to finishing it. Just kind of got other shows that kind of got my attention more and watched them instead. I did kind of like it, but I did end up liking the book a lot more.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Book's still better, but I came around on certain things.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't started it yet, the TV series, but maybe I'll do it this week and prep for our conversation.
And Matt, like you're so close because it's only 8 episodes, right? Or 7. It's 7 or 8 episodes.
Yeah, I got 2 episodes left, but I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
I'm playing The Last of Us, so that's kind of been my thing for the last few weeks.
All right. Yeah, for me it was really like episode 3 where it was kind of like maybe I won't finish this, but then I did. So by episode 6, I was committed.
So does anybody out there have any, moving back to a small discussion? I think the biggest probably discussion right now going on is schools and schools returning. Does anybody have any thoughts on that? I know Ro probably does. I know Gott probably does because you have both of your kids are in school, I'm assuming, right? Anybody who doesn't have children in school have any persuasion? Tasia, have any opinion? Jesus, Colleen. Tasia, do you have any thoughts?
Oh, I have lots of thoughts and lots of opinions on the subject. Our two biggest school districts in California have just decided that I gotta take off the beard, sorry. Oh, I can breathe again.
I am that worked up.
But yeah, two of our biggest school districts, LA, Unified, and I want to say the Bay Area, they've decided to go virtual, and a lot of our districts still are debating about what they're going to do and still rooting for the hybrid model. And I think it just doesn't make sense until we have a vaccine. It's like, I personally have not been in an enclosed area for more than an hour, like to get my hair done once with a couple people. I can't imagine being back in the classroom right now. And like, I know the kids aren't getting sick, but like, what happens if we get sick or their parents? What then? What the fuck's gonna happen then? Yeah. I just think it's too soon. It's way too soon right now to go back into the classroom.
That you think that the kids, like, do you think that's going to cause like long-term harm for them? I know there's been so many things kicked around, like just pushing the school year back to January, or what North Carolina is doing is a hybrid where they're breaking all the students into 3 groups, group A, B, and C, and it's like 1 week on, and then that you're in the classroom with your teacher, and then 2 weeks off where you're at home doing it virtually, which also, I don't know. I mean, I have so many mixed feelings about that.
So when you say harm, do you mean harm as in like, are they going to be set back, or harm as in like they're socio-emotional? What are you?
Everything in all overall.
Let's think about what it's going to be like for them in the classroom though. Like in the classroom, like they're not going to be able to be like more than 6 feet next to each other. Like they can't play with each other at recess. They can't, get really close to each other and really act to each other like in any kind of normal way. And at the same time, if you think about it just in terms of, like, I know for us, for the hybrid model, they're expecting us to both be virtual and in-person teaching for those A-B groups, which I have no idea how the hell that's going to work in like actual functions, especially for older teachers who are not like super tech savvy. I think it's just going to be, I understand the idea of wanting to have them in school. It's a clusterfuck though at this point.
Well, and here's my thing is like, if they're going to break them into 3 different groups to make the groups smaller, again, I think this is like an illustration. I mean, so many things about COVID are just showing like what was wrong with our society in the first place, but like, maybe class size should have been that small in the first place, right? So that's thing A. Thing B, like if they're going to split them up into 3 groups, are they going to hire 3 times as many teachers to now? No, you're going to have the same like understaffed school that's supposed to now provide classes to 3 different classes instead of 1. Like, how does that work?
Well, and then let's also talk about money, right? Let's look at fucking DeVoe, who is like, let's take some of that money from the relief fund and put it into private schools. Like, fuck the like, poverty like level, like public schools. Like, let's take care of the private schools. They're really hurting right now.
Yeah.
Oh, she's the absolute worst.
She's the fucking worst.
No, she's the best. She's great. Love her.
She really knows her
Everyone in
stuff.
education loves her.
Yeah, really knows her stuff. She really,
a portrait of her in my house. Yeah. She's on my altar.
Pray to her every morning.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law is very non-political, and we had Jay's family over to watch Hamilton this weekend. And she actually they were talking about how the announcement for schools was supposed to come today, and she's a teacher, and she actually pulled up a clip of Betsy speaking and was like, "Get a load of this bitch." And Jay and I were like, "Oh, we know. Don't. We're not party like you are. Like, we're not here to escape. We've been here." But like, yeah, it's just. I know it's got to be so frustrating. My mom teaches at a college, and she teaches students who need like reading comprehension for like freshman level, but they're like still, I guess, at like high school level or something. I'm not exactly sure the exact whatever, because I'm a terrible, terrible, terrible daughter. But like, she was saying that it's really tough. It's really tough for her because she needs to have that in-person like interaction so she can know what they're doing. Like, she wanted to join Twitter, and I was like, no. But she wanted to join Twitter because she was like, well, I'm not there to have discussion with them, and all of my 8:00 classes, nobody turns on the video, so I'm just looking at blank screens, and it's really frustrating because I don't know what, like, I can't have the discussions that lead to like, okay, here's what we're going to read about this week and discuss, because I'm not there with them. And it's just hard to do it when you're not in person. And that's why she wanted to go on Twitter. And I was like, well, on the one hand, she'll be exposed to the Lincoln Project, but on the other hand, she'll also seek me out. So I'm not sure what to do about this. So in the end, though, she couldn't figure out how to like make her introduction post for her summer school Blackboard, like on the Blackboard platform. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, Mom, maybe you should figure out Blackboard before you move on to Twitter.
Walk before you can run.
One thing at a time.
Moving over to the chat, Judy said, my university is doing hybrid. Only 1/3 of the faculty are saying that they'll be in person, and they are testing all students once a week. Oh, that's awesome. You guys have the resources to test students? Where do you live? Great. Are you in New York?
I am. I'm in upstate New York, so they're going to test 20,000 students once a week.
That's awesome.
That's incredible.
Amazing.
So they've got an efficient way to do it. It's pool testing. So they'll take a certain number of samples and test them all as a group.
Yes.
And then if anybody pops, then they do individual tests.
Yes. They were talking about this on Love It or Leave It. He had a woman on who was discussing how that works. Okay.
And apparently it's a front nasal swab instead of the brain.
Oh, that's good, because I believe I've told the story about when Jay had pneumonia and he threw up all over the nurse when they went to do the back nasal thing.
Because it hit his, how? Because it just grossed him out, or he was just going to throw up anyway?
No, he gets the flu every year. He gets that up the nose test. But
right.
For some reason, he was feeling so shitty and so like, it just like, like they went all the way up there and he was like, bleh. I know. I'm laughing. I thought it wasn't grossed out, but
don't blame him.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Just the idea, like.
That was also when he was so sick that he hallucinated my grandpa and his dead great grandma in the room. Like I was taking Zach up stairs, and he was like, "Carl, you may want to come back because your grandpa's here." And I was like, that's not a thing.
How high is your fever, honey?
It's like,
oh.
Anyway.
Oh dear.
And then a month later, I got pregnant with Alex because Jay was like, YOLO, and I was like, YOLO. Not quite, but it's the shortcut story I like to tell. It makes everybody laugh. It's something. Then a well thought out rational discussion about fertility and family planning. Scott said, I will always picture that now, so thanks for that. Okay. Let's see. Going back to the chat.
Rose says New York City teachers will be in school all the time.
So are you?
Is that the
kids in the classroom too?
Well, we're going to do very similar. We're going to have 3 groups to what you were talking about. So we're actually technically going to have 4 groups. We will have some students who are full-time remote.
Okay.
100% of the time. And then we'll have 3 groups because, of course, in New York City, we've got between 25 and 30 kids in a class.
Right.
And so our formula is to have 9 people in a room at a time, including the teacher. So when group A is home, I will have to remotely teach B and C. I don't know who's teaching the kids who are at home remotely for the entire school year. I think I might have to do that too. And then of course I'll be teaching the kids who are in the room, and I can't teach group B and C the same thing because they won't be in the room on the same days. So I'm going to have to do a rotating schedule of all 3.
That's
and get this. God. This is even the best. This I just found out, this is between us and our little family here, but if your family decides that they want you to go remote for the full 100% of the time, they can change their mind every quarter. So
here too. You can with the remote if you want to opt out of.
If you want to,
so if you want to start sending your kid to school,
right, you can send your kid to school, which is fine, except that means that every 2.5 months, I'm doing with 7-year-olds what happens in high school. Basically, it's a new semester because I'm going to have all new groups and all new kids who are going to be in school on different days. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. But on top of all that, I mean, I'm concerned about everybody's health, including my own, but including that of the kids. But New York City is just going to go for it. I don't think they're going to follow what's happening in California. So
you guys are in a much better situation than California.
Right now, we are.
We are now. Yeah.
How fast that can change.
But who knows what's
Florida
going to
knows how fast that can change.
We were in one of the best situations in the country 5 weeks ago. Not so much today.
Yeah.
My county was down to 1 active case. Then the 4th of July happened, and we're now up to 9 with like people being added every day.
Yeah, we just reshut down everything here, which like, I mean, when things were reopening, we were saying like, it's too soon. And surprise, surprise, it was too soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. It's just very frustrating.
Yeah, I think though,
it's like frustrating.
This discussion, what I will say is our discussion, what's different about it is that we're actually asking teachers. And that seems to be maybe like one of the missing sources of input on the national level. Like, yeah.
Right. And bring the people to the table who, are
who actually know.
Right. And who you're asking to be on the front lines.
Right. Military generals get to sit in on the strategy. Why not let teachers sit in on the battle they have to face?
Well, and also like, I mean, comparing it to military personnel, like they sign up to, they know full well that they're potentially going into harm's way. Like that is part of the job description. Teachers' jobs, their job is to teach students. It's not, to go to those front lines where they didn't ask to be or get shot at or what have you.
Yeah.
Like you're already underpaid, overtaxed, and now you're gonna throw on a bunch more work. It's like we're not gonna compensate these teachers for all this extra work you're gonna be expected to do, I bet.
Yeah. I mean, teachers have never been properly compensated in the first place. So
it's not right.
It's not right. And it's not, I think this is another one of those cases again. And I know we see it after, like school shootings and stuff where we don't prioritize our children in this country. Like we don't have this, like, there's not that like reverence of the fact that these are the people that these children are going to grow up into the adults that take over our country, that like lead us in the world, that are going to, be the ones that develop the next vaccines or cure cancer, or be the ones that like, are doing great things for America. Like we're not willing to invest in our future when we don't invest in our children. And like we see it time and time again. And I think that there's a lot more outrage and a bigger discussion now because it's actually affecting everyone's children, not just,
But it's affecting some people's children more than others. And so I think there's, definitely some people have more resources than others. And I mean, it's like, it goes back to, I mean, just like the fact that we don't, it's like what you're saying, we don't invest in our future because we don't care about children. I mean, somebody can come in and shoot 25-year-olds and we're not going to change gun laws. So clearly we don't care about children as a country, but then also we just generally don't like respect or fund education. Like public education does not get the funding that it needs. And that's what we're seeing right now. And the idea that private education would not only be funded, by people like actually paying tuition into it, but then also would somehow like get part of the federal funds. Like, I mean, that's just so ass backwards when you have these districts. Like, I don't know. The way that public schools are funded is just so fucked up, because like it really should not depend on how rich your parents are, how many resources your school has. Like that just really sucks.
Right. Well, it's like, for me, it's like the sad thing is, it's like not so much that we don't value education, because yes, we don't, but it's that we value the the politics of it more. You know, that it's more about winning the argument, winning the fight. And it's not about the consequences, it's about winning the war.
Side note, I will definitely come back to that, but Dennis, the way that your background looks, it looks like you're chugging a giant solo cup yourself.
It is a pretty amazing
Isn't it
background.
It's Mary Ellen in the picture.
It is Mary Ellen, yeah.
Is that Mary Ellen? I was wondering if it was.
Couldn't see with the solo cup in the way.
Hard partier.
Marriage counseling.
Yeah, we've always known that about her. She's a real hard partier.
Yeah.
She's a wild one.
She is a wild one.
She's always the first one to do karaoke.
Yeah.
Would everybody wear your fucking masks? Because I saw that we could take care of this shit in 2 months if we just all wore our masks, and then everyone could come to Raleigh at the end of September. And that would mean that I would have my fucking swearing in ceremony in person if we took care of it. But I love you guys so much and want to see you guys so much that I am willing to sacrifice having to do actual hard work in order to see everybody. Because it's like it's scheduled for like 5 days after you guys are here, like, you know, it always is in May. It's just, you know, in October.
Right. No, and speaking of masks, like I will say, even though, you know, like I love California and there's so many things that I appreciated, but like once you go a little bit inland, things get a little hairy. I consistently forget about how inland California can be super hicky. When we were driving around, and the national park was awesome, but some of the little towns around it, Frank was like, this is like worse than Montana. Which I say with love, because we both love Montana, but you know, Missoula is very different than certain other parts of the state. But yeah, that was interesting. And it was super wild to go to, like, we went to a couple of like sort of like grocery store type places where like basically nobody was wearing masks. Like, did you guys not get the memo? It's like a statewide mandate, but whatever. Also just common sense. But okay. All right.
Yeah. I know. It's just,
I will just never understand.
I wish that
Freedom.
we could have gotten everyone on board to wear their masks, and instead of opening bars and restaurants, prioritize opening schools, because like, I don't know, there should be like a hierarchy of things. And I was on another Zoom call last week. I think, where was it? Was it here? Where I had mentioned, I was like, why can't people just, you know, drink beer at home like the rest of us are doing now? And somebody was like, oh my God, it's so much cheaper. I'll never go back to a bar again.
It is.
It really is, right? Like, you know, and it's like $7.99 in Raleigh at least, and that's like the price of like one beer everywhere else.
Right. Yeah. Well, and it's like, and don't get me wrong, like I've been very excited to see our local restaurants open back up, and I know gone and like dined outside and done the whole thing. So let me just preface it with that. But I think bars and restaurants are in a position where it is easier for them to pivot their business model to stay open in a corona environment than it is for schools. So why we are asking the schools to take the burden of pivoting their model while we are letting the bars and restaurants proceed with like less of a leap, just seems so backwards to me.
I know. Judy said in the chat, unless you want to say it out loud now.
Yeah, so I went to Trader Joe's. They had a big sign up that says mouth and nose must be covered. Due to state, state order, because clearly saying wear a mask was not sufficient. And that was Trader Joe's. Not the Mega Mart. It was Trader Joe's.
Yeah. I mean, the number of people I've seen with their masks, like, covering their mouth, but not their nose. It's just like, why? Like, if you got the mask on your face, if you got the mask on your face, like, why half-ass it at that point? I just don't get it.
You're almost
so
there.
close.
Like those like
so close.
Where it's like they have like your underwear, like and your penis is
I
hanging
love
out,
it.
but it's like you wouldn't wear your underwear like this. Why would you wear your mask like this?
Oh, it's my favorite meme on the internet right now. Oh, it gets me every time.
But I love it already.
Oh, it's so good. It's like a really crude line drawing where like the penis and the nose just are kind of gonzo shaped, those sort of it's great. It's really good.
Yeah.
Awesome. I am sweating in this toga, by the way. I'm sweating.
I'm trying not to move too much between the earrings and the toga. I'm like afraid of a wardrobe malfunction here. Just like
I'm fine as long as I don't stand up.
Yep, don't be.
JP said some of us can't tuck it all into our underwear. Randy, you're in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, right now I am. Yeah, I kind of go back and forth between Maryland and Pennsylvania, but I'm in Pennsylvania now.
That's what I thought, because I used to think you lived in Maryland, and then you mentioned Pennsylvania once, and I got very confused. So, okay.
Both places.
Okay. What is it like in Pennsylvania? Because I follow one.
Oh my God.
On Twitter, and it sounds like
it's terrible. I mean, no one is wearing masks in stores. I mean, even though it's required by the state, even though the signs are up in the grocery stores and everywhere, most everyone ignores it, other than the people working in them, because they.
Oh my God.
And I don't want to get into it too much, but just overnight last night, a lot of political election signs just sprung up on front people's lawns in my neighborhood. I was not in a good mood, but what can you do?
Yeah,
I know.
Now, Maryland is not like that. I was just in Maryland last week, and it was much different. I mean, it was people seem to care more, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my friends in Europe just don't understand how wearing a mask could be politicized, because you can have whatever politics you want, but you're kind of stupid if you don't.
It's America. We can politicize anything. Challenge accepted.
The same shared goal of getting back to whatever the new normal is going to be. So it shouldn't be political. To my family's credit, every single one of them wears their mask when they go out. And they even say, I was talking to my grandma yesterday morning, or whatever time is a blur. No, Sunday morning. And she was just like, oh yeah, those people with their, liberty not wearing masks, they're so stupid. It's thank you. You turned the Tucker.
Good job, Grandma.
I'm so glad.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Grandma. Who knows?
But seriously, it's just. It's like that person that I got into the fight with on Nextdoor when he was masks are political, and I was like, no, they're not political. They're really not. They are. Yeah. You want them to want it to be, but I guarantee you, I'm related to so many people who are on the other side of the aisle as me, and every single one of them is wearing their mask, and not one person thinks it's a hoax. Not one person is not taking it seriously. Not one person everybody is pretty even them they agree shut the bars and restaurants down, get the kids back in school, we should be prioritizing something. But yeah, I don't know, it's just I'm gonna say, I guess it is what it is. but like it's very frustrating. Yeah. Dennis, you're also in upstate New York. Have you had trouble at Trader Joe's? Yeah. Cool. God, do you feel comfortable telling us like if there's crazy people that are at your mall that you guys have trouble with, or?
Sure. The reality is, in the mall, people have been incredibly compliant with masks, like almost shockingly. Biggest problem we're having was with mall employees, you know, the people who work in the little carts and kiosks in the middle of the mall. They like to pull their masks down. And well, we have code compliance in the mall 7 hours a day. So they're on it pretty, you know, Broward County is not messing around. The big issues we've had have been closer to the beach in the restaurants, because the restaurants have essentially de facto become bars.
Interesting.
So people just sit down and drink as opposed to standing at the bar and drinking. But so what they've done is they've shut down the restaurants now at 10 p.m. to stop that.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
It's a mess down here. I mean that's it, and it's a cautionary tale for any other state. You know, I mean, I caution New York as they begin to open up. You know, we felt like we had this thing by the horns 8 weeks ago, and we don't. And you know, and it came out of nowhere, and you know, it just accelerated like crazy.
Break.
Yeah, right. But seriously though.
But it was you guys and Arizona and Texas, and you guys, that seems to be the hot spots now. Like North Carolina's not doing great.
Well, California.
Well, oh, that's right.
Yeah, and California had a big surge.
Like California, like, you know, I never took them off my list. So
we did have really good leadership though. I just think we opened too early, but also we have a ton of people. I will say even like the maps that I saw today, like Montana was on the list now of like cases increasing by like 50%.
Yeah.
Which they thought that they were totally fine. And there's a lot of those people there that are probably not going to wear masks. But my friends in Montana, it's like life as usual.
Scott said, so 2 people to 4 people?
Well, I mean, there was a time when it was like that, but no, they're like surging right now. But there was so much, like, for example, even Yellowstone is like a zoo. I mean, it's always a zoo, but like they had a ton of pressure from all of the local communities at the entrance points to reopen, because it's very much like that part of the world, like Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho, is very much like the you know, libertarian sort of mindset and economy, and probably thought it was a hoax too. And you know,
a lot of "don't tread on me" flags over there.
Yeah. And now their cases are surging, so yeah.
I don't know. Matt, you're in Maine, right? New Hampshire, Maine. God, I'm the fucking worst. Rhode Island. Someplace that Trump was about to go to and he canceled. Maine. No.
He's chewing. Hold on. One word. Sounds like
I thought
first syllable.
Your first guess.
It's a movie.
Yeah, sorry, I just put popcorn in my mouth and you asked me a question.
Damn, I should have made popcorn. That's good.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
Yeah. Trump was supposed to come here Saturday.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, New Hampshire. Yeah, in Portsmouth.
You're low, right?
What was that?
You're low, so like if you guys had an outbreak in 2 weeks, it would have been like very easily traceable.
Yeah, like I work in the town that he was going to. It's like about a half-hour drive from where I live right now. So it's like if there was probably going to be a big, you know, surge, but you know, he canceled because of the weather and the storm that were going to happen. And
you mean the TikTok storm? That was
yeah, it turned out it was just like it poured the night before, and aside from being humid and gray, it was just a pretty typical July, you know, day. It was just humid. And
Somebody with a chance of TikTok. I had to say that because I want to make it the episode title.
fair. But we're doing okay right now. We have like 600 cases over the whole state. So, but who knows at this point? Yeah, just luckily we're kind of dispersed here. I mean, but yeah, you almost don't want to tempt it, but
cool.
Yep.
All right. I don't know. Everybody stay safe and out there. Thank you for sharing all of your experiences. It's it's good to talk to people and see like their perspectives coming from other states and whatnot. North Carolina remains, we're a purple state, so that reflects in our mask wearing. 2 weeks ago, I ventured out to get a mani-pedi, and I was there right as they opened at 10 a.m. It was, I think, Wednesday morning. And like, it was pretty empty, but like, and they had like every other thing like spaced out. But the woman next to me and her technician who was doing like her pedicure, neither of them were wearing masks, and I was the first one in there, so like this started after I was already like mid pedi, so I couldn't like get up and leave. And then another woman came in and she was getting a manicure and she wasn't wearing a mask. Her technician was, though. Mine was, and I was. But like, I wanted to say something, but like I just was like, it's not worth it. Like I haven't had the nail polish they took off me was the same nail polish from the end of July when I got a pedicure for my niece's birthday party. So like, I was
the end of June?
No, the end of July.
Of last year?
Of last year.
How did it not all grow out? That's amazing.
It was a little bit left at the edge.
That's pretty amazing. That's pretty cool.
I haven't exactly been like taking care of my toenails and clipping them in the last. Like they were okay. Forget it. Now I'm getting embarrassed. Whatever. They looked rough. We needed to get cut.
No, that's fair. I still haven't done any of those things.
But anyway, but I just was like, I was very much, and mid pedicure, the woman who was getting it put it on, but her technician never put it on. And then I was like, damn it, this is like my favorite place in the area, and I was really disappointed because now I don't feel like I can go back there.
Right. I mean, how is it not required? I don't get it.
It is. It's a statewide ordinance. You have to wear your mask, but like,
and they're just not complying.
If there's no one there to police it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you, Scott, and that background you have.
Randy says that he got his hair cut for the first time in 5 months and they were pretty careful and he felt safe and everyone was wearing masks. Appointment only, reduced people in shop. That's great. I will say right before this podcast, I cut my own hair.
Yes.
And yes. I am very happy with it. And I was like,
looks great.
Thank you. Well, it's really impressed. It's not the front. The front is just the same. But when I got that terrible haircut back in February, when she like fucked up the back, like when it grew out, it like the back was like on my neck. It was kind of like mullet-esque. It was really gross. And it was to a point where it was just horrible. So I cut the back and I'm very happy with it.
I like it.
And that's why I was late. Sorry.
It's a good excuse. Absolved.
Yeah. Turns out my scissors do not cut hair well.
Yeah.
Chat. Daniel says my friend in Washington State said that his local sheriff in Washington would not be enforcing the state mandate there.
Jeez.
So.
And it's like Washington was so bad. What like?
Right.
Did they learn nothing?
Oh.
Clearly. Anyway, moving on real quick, just to lighten the mood. I had found a bunch of dad jokes, and because JP is sitting there almost asleep, I decided to tell them in his honor.
Yes, I love this.
All go out to you, JP. Okay.
What? I try to guess the punchline?
Sure. Okay. Ooh. What do sprinters eat before a race?
Fascetti.
Nothing. They fast.
That's close.
You're on this right. Right.
Love them. What concert cost just 45 cents?
Nickelback.
Close. 50 Cent featuring Nickelback. Get it, guys? It's a math joke.
Yeah, it's math. It's good. It's real funny.
That's why the kids need to go back to school so they can understand this joke.
Oh dear.
What do you call mac and cheese that gets all up in your face?
Jalapeno business.
Spicy mac and cheese?
Too close for comfort food. Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
I don't know.
Because he was outstanding in the field. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Great food, no atmosphere.
Ba-doom.
Why do melons have weddings?
Because they can't elope.
Yes! Why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself? This one goes out to you, Amanda.
Because it had an insufficient driver.
No, because it was too tired. I think I broke Scott.
I like that one though. That was funny.
How many apples grow on a tree?
All of them.
Yes. What are you cheating now?
No. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh, 1978 call. They want that joke back.
Oh.
Good year.
Okay. Finishing up.
Oh, keep going.
JP's like, I'm taking notes for whenever I can date again. Did you hear about the guy who invented lightsabers? Lightsabers. No.
Lightsabers or lifesavers?
Did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers? They say he made a mint. No, this one's dumb. Okay, this one's too dumb for me. Hold on. Let's see. Hey, want to hear a joke about construction? I'm working on it. Why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer? He couldn't see himself doing it.
I just love how much Colleen loves these.
Yeah. Daniel liked that one too. I could hear him laughing through the door.
Yeah, that one was good. That was good.
To whoever stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word. Oh my God, I'm gonna laugh so much when I'm editing this. Okay. I'm so good at sleeping, I can do it with my eyes closed. My uncle named his dogs Rolex and Timex. They're his watchdogs. Okay.
Colleen,
Yeah, we're done. I'm done.
what do you call a fish with no eyes?
Blind?
Fish.
Oh, they're so good.
Okay. Did you hear about the Italian chef who died? He passed away. Passed away. Okay.
Passed away.
Okay. I think that's it. That has to be it. Okay, one more. How do you make a Kleenex dance?
Put a little boogie in it.
Yes!
I know that one. That's a classic.
I've never heard it before, but I love it.
What did George Washington say to his men before crossing the Delaware? Get in the boat.
I don't know why that one's funny.
They were gonna cross the river, so he said, "Get in the boat."
Right. I know. I don't get why that's funny.
It's a dad joke.
Funny watching Kelly discover why it's funny.
Well, because I was trying to think of Hamilton lyrics to answer you, and I couldn't think fast enough because there were just so many. Okay. Why do trees seem suspicious on sunny days? They just seem a little
shady.
Okay, fine. You guys have caught on to me. All right. Somebody had said in the chat tequila break, so let's do a tequila break, and then we'll do our.
That's Deja.
We'll take
right.
our.
Ooh.
Go into full-on commercial.
Full-on margarita, I think. Oh. With a reusable straw. I dig. That's the one thing in quarantine. I haven't been using my reusable straw. I don't have a reason for it. It's kind of a bummer. I like it. It's collapsible. It like folds out and then folds back down.
Yeah. But do any of your cocktails necessitate a straw?
No, not really. I don't really.
Could you make a cocktail like around the idea of needing a straw?
That's true. I suppose I could. There's no reason why I couldn't use it at home. It's the novelty of being able to use it not at home, I suppose.
Everybody wear their masks so Amanda can take her reusable straw places and kids can go back to school.
God damn it. Seriously, people.
Daniel has a joke. Daniel, do you want to unmute yourself and do it? And then we'll take the shot.
Oh, guys, this is the end of the Patron. This has got to be a very special shot.
Oh, I finished mine.
This much left. I still have this much left.
Were we doing shots without you? Like,
all right, we're gonna have to break U.S. postal law again this year. Sorry, Dennis.
Oh, I got a little on the.
I just tend to do baby shots.
Okay.
I also just really love this little baby bottle. I'm sad to see him go.
It is a really cute bottle. I love the stopper.
Yeah, he's just like a little baby
JP
bottle.
is wearing a Bob Ross mask, so that's happening.
Oh, that's fun.
Anybody who wants to join, this shot is to wearing your mask. Just do it. And July
birthdays to my fellow cancers.
Yes, happy birthday, everybody.
Yes, crabs.
To my fellow crabs. May the month be not too emotional for you.
To crabs.
Have a good cry. It'll all be fine.
I don't know if anybody's noticed, but this has come completely undone as I've been sitting here and I just keep trying to tuck it in. It's so hot.
I finally figured mine out. I had a little fix here with a rubber band.
Yeah, I'm impressed with you guys doing the one shoulder. I just could not figure it out.
So Kayla said episode title to crabs. We can do that. That makes a lot
more
sense.
Yeah. I like it.
So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll do the feedback, and then we'll get out of here. All right. Okay, we don't need to. Does anybody want to take a quick break? Otherwise, we don't have a whole lot of feedback.
Oh, we had Daniel's joke.
Daniel's joke. We'll do it when we come back in.
Okay.
Daniel.
Hey, grab.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Phil.
Yeah, Daniel, you can have your you don't have to be muted. It's just the video that we can't both have our videos going at the same time.
Oh, why the bandwidth?
Yeah, that's why I got kicked off, because he had his video going and I had my video going, and our sad little internet just can't handle it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, do you want to we'll come back in. Does anybody need like pee or anything?
Can I grab a drink?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm staying put because you guys would all get a show if I left. So actually, let me stop the garage band.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty okay on beverages. That's rare for me.
Okay. Dennis said in the chat, can we all get a prayer for RBG? Yes. Can we all get a prayer for RBG?
Oh God, what's wrong with RBG now?
She's in the hospital with an infection.
Oh dear God.
I saw somebody on Twitter was like, man, the part where everything hinges on an 87-year-old woman staying alive, the part of democracy that hinges on an 87-year-old woman staying alive is wild. And I was like, yeah, that is.
I mean, come on. The woman has successfully battled, what, 3 types of cancer?
Yeah, and yeah, that's right. I was gonna.
She's strong stock.
Jeff Sessions lost his Senate bid.
I know. I saw that. That flashed across my screen. I keep getting like these like updates, like Chrome alerts and like the news app alerts, and I don't know how to turn them off. So yeah.
Oh, you can go in and turn them off because
I'm sure there's something in settings. Yeah, I just it's finding the time and energy to figure out how to do that has proven.
I don't know if anybody on here is gonna listen to the Ramblecast this week, but I'm pretty sure Jack is gonna talk about a new ghost thing. And I've seen the picture of this ghost, and it looks like a deer's ass. I don't think it's a ghost. But
Do you think it's an actual deer's ass?
Yes, I think it's a deer's butt.
Oh, like in the wilderness in the dark?
No, in his front lawn.
What did I miss?
Cool.
What? Here's the picture, because I know he's going to talk about it. Here's the picture, and you guys, whenever you're on the YouTube with them, it looks like a deer's butt, and the deer was like moving.
He posted the video today. It's out there.
Oh, did he? I haven't been on social media all day because I'm trying to avoid it. I don't think it is. I think it's a deer. Some of them I'm like, tell your friend to come back in. I messaged her to see if she was spam or not, and she never answered, so I never let her.
Oh, well, I sent her the YouTube link also.
Okay. Hey, Hillary, I'm so sorry. I sent you a message, but you didn't answer, and we had.
Oh, it just muted.
Oh, wait, Yeah, your audio cut out.
Colleen, when you touched your mic, it like.
Yeah, no. You're not muted because you don't have the little red, but it
was like when you touched your mic and then the sound went out.
I can read lips, move the mic.
Yeah, maybe you try maybe something came unplugged.
Got it.
Yep.
Hey, I'm sorry, Hillary, try to come back in. I'm so sorry. There was a whole bunch of people that were spammy and harassing poor Ro. So if you want,
they were harassing Ro.
They were harassing Ro.
Yes. What? So I didn't let anybody. I sent messages out saying,
"Oh,
guys, this is all messed up now," and I blame. I don't know.
It's all right. Live out your like 60s TV host fantasies and just hold it.
I don't want to hold it. I just messed it.
I think it will look
so
great
bad.
with the toga. I think it's going to be a good look.
Oh my god, this is so messed up, and I think I just flashed nipple. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Oh my god, Kayla, BRB, need to take a boomerang of my glittery makeup before the sun goes down. LOL.
That's
I love it.
Acceptable to me. Hey,
that is like a 2020 statement.
Keisha and Shandy, please tell her to come back in. I'm so sorry.
I just texted. Oh no, it's all good. I just texted her, but I know she was watching on YouTube.
Okay, I fixed it.
Lots of talk about deer in
nope,
the chat.
You did. Nope. You mucked it back up when you put it away.
Now I'm not.
Yeah, you go. There you
all
go.
Right. Okay, guys, it's so hot. This is the actual sheet off of my actual bed that I slept in last night.
Nice.
That's good on you to have white sheets.
Jay's up there in the bed with no sheet.
No, like what?
They have light gray stripes. But what I did was I put like the fitted sheet from a different one. Like I grabbed this and I just left it there, and I was like, he can figure it out. So I left him one. I just didn't put it on.
It's fine. He's an adult.
He can figure it out. Yeah,
he can do that.
Exactly. Okay, let's come back in. Ed is connecting. I feel so terrible that I didn't let your. I'm so sorry.
No worries at all. I messaged her.
Oh, sorry.
We'll see, but if not, she has the YouTube.
Okay, Daniel, are you ready to tell your joke when we come back in?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I gotta just restart the GarageBand. Okay, we are back. We had some fun, silly times while we were on our commercial break or whatever, which I think is just a long way of me saying, join us next time.
Yes, we would love to have you.
We could talk about things that aren't COVID related, even as long as they're like topical. I don't know what that would be, but like here we are. But yeah, come join us. Ed the Creepy Mailman has joined us since our commercial break, and we're gonna kick this off with a dad joke from Daniel.
All right, here we go. Get ready for the joke.
Yes.
Why can't a nose be 12 inches long? Then it would be a foot. I think JP got it. Because then it would be a foot.
Nice.
I told that joke with other body parts.
I could read JP's lips.
Oh my god, I'm gonna pee my pants. Stop.
Nice.
Hope that was worth it. That was a long wait for that. I didn't realize they were going to take a whole commercial break.
Oh no, it's called suspense building, my dear.
Yeah.
Oh my god, amazing.
Oh, so good.
That was great. I loved it. If you have any more, please feel free to chime in. Please feel free to.
Really? JP.
All right, JP, what do you got?
He's like, well,
let me sit up for this one.
Jesus.
Wait, Ed is officially wearing his male outfit. He's got his male shirt on.
Toga.
I thought you said Togos. I got a sandwich I brought home. Damn it.
Wait, Toga? What's a Togos? Is that a type of sandwich?
To go.
Yeah,
Togio.
Oh, to go. Okay. So
No,
like
Togos. It's like Subways, Togos.
Yeah. You're just not in your okay, there's a picture of a naked Justin Trudeau on Dennis's screen.
I know, it's been very distracting.
Not into your like dad joke mode.
Hello.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of Togos.
No?
You had to have seen them in like advertised like in Windows or whatever. Togo?
Nope.
Okay, well now it's a thing that you're always going to notice forever and ever and ever. Okay.
Exactly. All right, let's let JP do his dad joke because we got some facey back to get to.
Yeah, we got some facey back to get to.
My favorite joke. 2 muffins are baking in an oven. One muffin turns to the other muffin and says, "Boy, it's really getting warm in here." The other muffin turns to the first muffin and says, "Oh my God, a talking muffin."
Nice.
I
like it.
Nice.
A joke about muffins. I did not know where that was going to go.
It's true.
Okay. Thank you, JP. If you have anything else, we'll check in with you. Please just raise your hand and it'll keep you awake, so it works.
Well, comfortable. Where's Amanda?
Moving
Is Amanda?
Amanda?
Where's Amanda? Amanda. Am I missing her?
Hi. No, I'm here.
Okay.
Unless there's someone else.
She's not up top because she got kicked off before.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is weird because I'm up top on mine because it's mine. But yeah, I don't. Where do I live now within the
focus?
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Facey back.
You
Let's
below
go.
me. You're below Randy.
We're gonna do this face.
It's Shandy, Randy, Mandy.
Oh.
Well, that's
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Colin, land the plane. Bring it back.
All right.
Bring it back.
Daniel, I'm always in the top left because I'm the host.
Yes.
a perk. Okay, we're gonna move into we're gonna do the Facey Back next week because it's about books, and I'm really gonna have that book finished next week. So, let's move into the Match What She Says. Does anybody want to do it, or should we just do it for time's sake?
Unless anyone has a burning desire. Speak now, folks, or we're just gonna do it.
Okay, we're just gonna do it.
We're just gonna do it.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. That happened to me today and it was awesome.
They were all different sizes.
I couldn't get it out and take a picture.
She takes them one at a time.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, her roommate does a bunch at once, like 6.
Takes a minute to get going.
Sometimes it be that way.
Ain't it the truth?
Ain't that the truth? That won't happen again for a while because of hashtag COVID.
If it was a numbers thing, you would have been on it.
We're gonna do it on a different night.
Mm. Then we're done, and everybody can go watch their HBO shows.
We would love to have the maximum amount of participants.
I mean, wouldn't everybody?
Greg had it. Kayla had it.
I am just hot as it is.
They got approval to do it.
Which is usually twice as many as you usually get.
If I can't do it in 2 more weeks.
Oh, I like that they did that.
I'm going to go with the only thing good for large crowds.
Do you want to take our break now and get our refills and then get into this? Or do you want to power through?
This next one is for Nick.
You have to build it up over time.
Every poll that comes out.
We've done it. We've done all the things.
There is stuff down there that we don't know about.
It's true. Why isn't it stopping?
I hadn't worn pants in a really long time.
More things keep leaking every day.
Who knows what's going to leak before this comes out? Oh, who knows what's going to leak before this comes out?
Snaps gloves. Let's finish this up.
We were barely at an hour when we started this.
Someone else fill her in.
Okay, but I have to ask because I do not remember. What was leaking?
I don't know.
It's just talking about like stuff about Trump. Secrets
Oh,
leaking.
like news.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Speaking of the press and all
keep
that.
leaking every day. Yep.
Mhm.
Got it. Amazing how things can get twisted.
Handy to have you here. Well, to ask. Thank you. All right, moving on to emails, feedback. Gail had a couple of book recommend. Oh man, we should save this for next week too. Okay, I will message Gail and tell her that we're going to do books next week when I have finished the little Fires Everywhere book. Okay, so starting again. So Desiree's. Okay, I'm gonna try to play a voicemail for you guys because we have voicemail from Desiree. Two voicemails from Desiree.
And we had to do both of them.
I know.
The second one's really cute.
Aww.
Let me I believe, Amanda, the way that we tested this out was I need to share my audio, correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Aw, Peppers.
Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go.
Jasp.
All right. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear this. But let me introduce it first. All right, moving on. We have an email from Des, and then I believe another email from Astrid after that. So here we go.
Hey, Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. This is Des. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Amanda. Haven't sent in any feedback in like 2 months. I've been behind on episodes. I finally caught up. Thank you for that week off. And so I wanted to call and give you an update about the shitty 2020 situation. Remember 2 months ago, I told you we had adopted a kitten from the animal shelter. Yeah, Kitty had ringworm. So for those of you who are not really that familiar with ringworm, it is not a worm. It is a fungal infection, kind of like athlete's foot. It's highly contagious and it is extremely itchy. It's not a fun time. Everybody in the house got it. We were covered in ringworm. That sucked. It was like over a month before it was all gone. We're finally better. I have you can see where I had it, but it's basically going away. So that sucked. Yeah. So be careful when you adopt an animal from the shelter that they don't have things like ringworm. The worst. Anyways, 2020 suck my ass. Okay. Yeah. 2020 suck my ass. That's all I have to say. I know I had other things to talk about, things you've mentioned on the podcast, but by the time I actually get finished with the episodes, I can't remember everything. So, just sit rep for me. That's all. Love you guys. Love the show. Talk to you later. Bye.
That sucks. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh, it does. That sucks. I'm sorry.
The next voicemail is actually from Astrid, who heard Des doing the feedback and wanted to leave some of her own. So prepare yourself for some cuteness. Our second youngest broad listener, as we know, with little Shamandaline, who just turned 2, I think. 2 or 3.
Oh my gosh.
Time
Time
she
flies.
just had her birthday last week, so happy birthday to her. Here we go.
Hello, Mandy, Sandy, Colleen. Hi, everybody.
Tell them who you are.
I'm Astrid.
And did you want to say something to Amanda?
Happy birthday.
Yes. She found out I was doing feedback without her. She said she needed to do feedback. Is there anything you want to tell them?
Yes.
What do you want to tell them?
Angry Birds is fun, but it's not my birthday yet. It's everybody else's birthday.
It's everybody else's birthday. Your birthday is next month, right? How old are you going to be?
4.
4. Yes. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yes.
What?
Food.
Food. You want to
and
talk
Top Chef.
You like Top Chef?
I like Top Chef.
Yes, she likes Top Chef. That's breaking news. You heard it here first. All right. You want to tell them bye-bye?
On to food.
Food. Yes.
Food people.
Food people. Okay. Well, let's let them have some time for other people to do feedback too, okay?
I want you to talk.
I already did my talking. Can you tell her bye-bye? Tell him bye-bye?
Bye-bye. I'll hand it to Daddy.
Daddy doesn't need to talk. He doesn't listen.
Daddy, do you want to talk?
Huh? Do you want to talk? Daddy doesn't even listen to the show. Daddy doesn't know what's good, does he?
Daddy, do you want to listen to this?
I listen to it whenever Mommy has it on in the car, and it's awesome.
All right.
Good answer.
Love you guys. Love the show. Bye.
I love you guys in the show. Bye.
Oh, Astrid, we love you too. Thank you for the birthday wishes.
That was so cute.
Oh, that was the best.
I think we need a promo that just has Astrid being, I love you guys on the show.
Yes. I love you guys on the show.
That was super adorable.
Oh my God. What's the timestamp on that? I can make that happen for us.
Well, it's only 1.5 minutes long, so I think you can find it. It's towards the end.
It's fair. All right.
Thank you guys. And Astrid, your birthday is, I know your due date was August 19th. Please don't ask me how I knew that. I could tell you it's because it's our friend Julia's birthday.
That's good. I don't even know Julia's exact birthday. I just know it's.
Is that Astrid's birthday? I'm terrible. I'm good with numbers, but I for some reason I can't remember. Is she the third? She's not the first, but because that's somebody else's birthday that we know. Anyway, we will sing you a happy birthday, Astrid, on your birthday. So no worries.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Super cute. Thank you. That totally just made my night. Anyway, my audio is low.
It's better now.
That's better.
I think, yeah, it's like once you switch out of sharing your audio, then it goes back to normal.
Dennis said that was cute, but did she leave us 5-star review?
Good question.
That's right. Did she leave a 5-star review? Anyway, all right. Thank you guys so much for the feedback. If anybody else wants to contribute feedback, thebroadcasters3@gmail.com, or you can give us a call. 331-276-2373. Thanks to everybody that came out to celebrate crabs with us tonight. We appreciate it. We hope that you'll join us on Monday the 20th for our first broad topics discussion. It'll be similar to what we did tonight, but we'll collectively pick a topic that is something that's on everybody's mind. And we're aiming to do it once a month, but of course, if the need is, or if there's good feedback or whatever, we'll up that. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us on Zoom. Do we want to take one more picture since we didn't get one with Scott? Oh, Scott, you took your toga off.
I think I took one.
Okay, cool.
I think I got one.
Okay. But thank you everybody so much for coming to hang out with us tonight. This was super fun. I had a good time. Hope you all did too. Thank you to the patrons. We appreciate that. If you want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/jayandjack and become a patron. Or you go to jayandjack.com and click on the become a patron link at the top right hand corner of the page. But thank you to the patrons that contribute at a certain level, and that would be Tack from Tokyo, Eckhart Rickner, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with a Plan, Greg the Gray, and Ed the Creepy Mailman. Thank you guys. Ed, who is like, wow, that's my name right now. But yeah, no, thanks everybody. We appreciate it. If you want to shop through the Amazon affiliates link, especially in this time, if you don't want to go to Whole Foods and risk not seeing somebody in their mask, you can go to Amazon, because Amazon is like the same as Whole Foods now, right? Is that like a thing? Aren't they like a thing?
They are a thing. It is a thing. You're right.
It's a thing. So there we go. It all ties back.
All ties back.
Jack.com/Amazon, all lowercase letters. I think that about does it for us. Does anybody else have anything? Anybody else? We truly appreciate you joining us tonight. And anybody listening out there that didn't join us, we hope you can join us in the future. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear your masks. Anybody else have anything?
Don't be a mask hole.
Don't be a mask hole.
It's a little New England humor for you.
Yeah. I had one very kind of funny thing that happened to me. I had to get the car inspection done to renew the registration, and I went to Jiffy Lube, and this dude comes in, and you can tell he's always the life of the party. He's older. He had to be in his 60s. Always the life of the party wherever he goes. That was my impression, because he's on the phone and he's talking about playing Candy Crush or some other game on the computer or something, and he's giving whoever he's on the phone with these instructions on cheat codes and blah blah blah, and he's yakking, and all of a sudden he's like, what? And then they come in, the Jiffy Lube people come in and are like, sir, we turned on your car and we just heard your whole conversation over the Bluetooth. And he laughed, and I laughed, but it was really funny. So just a reminder out there, if you have to have any car work done and your phone is tied to your Bluetooth, just remember they can hear what you're saying. And now all those Jiffy Lube people have all of the like secret like shortcuts and cheats to whatever game he was talking about. All right. Anyway, on that note, thanks for playing, everybody. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
And I'm so sorry, Hillary. Peace out, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.